September 11, 2025. At Air Force Plant 42 in Palmdale, California, a dark, angular silhouette lifts off the runway. This isn't just another test flight. It's the second flying example of the B-21 Raider, America's next-generation stealth bomber. For nearly 2 years, only one Raider had been in the air. One aircraft carrying the weight of an entire program. Now there are two, and that changes everything. Because these aren't fragile prototypes. They are built to production standards with real mission systems, real stealth coatings, and real combat capability. If national security demanded it, these aircraft could be configured for operational missions far sooner than anyone predicted. The timeline is compressing. Initial operational capability was once expected closer to the end of the decade. Now, signs point to the mid to late 2000s. The question is no longer if the Raider becomes operational. The question is how soon. For decades, America's bomber fleet relied on Cold War icons. The B-52 Stratofortress flying for over 70 years. The B-1 Lancer built for speed and heavy conventional payloads. The B-2 Spirit revolutionary stealth technology, but limited in numbers. The B-2 changed history when it debuted in 1988. But only 21 were built, and today fewer remain operational. Incredible capability, limited mass. Meanwhile, the world evolved. Advanced integrated air defense systems, long-range surface-to-air missiles, anti-access/area denial networks, strategic competition in the Indo-Pacific. The answer wasn't to modernize yesterday's bomber. It was to design one for tomorrow's battlefield. The September milestone, 2 aircraft, exponential progress. The first Raider, designated T-1, had been flying since late 2023, steadily expanding its flight envelope. Then came T-2. With 2 aircraft in the test program, progress doesn't double. It accelerates exponentially. One aircraft can validate stealth performance, while the other tests avionics and mission systems. Parallel development reduces bottlenecks, data collection increases, risk decreases. Both aircraft are flying out of Edwards Air Force Base, home of the 412th Test Wing. Here, Air Force pilots and engineers work alongside Northrop Grumman specialists in a tightly coordinated effort. The approach is deliberate, event-based milestones, no rushing, no shortcuts, but make no mistake, the pace is real. Built differently, production standard test aircraft. Here's what truly sets the B-21 apart. Traditional aircraft development follows a predictable path. Build stripped-down prototypes. Test the airframe. Years later, introduce production models with full combat systems. That gap can stretch close to a decade. The Raider program rejected that model. The aircraft flying today are built to production standards. They feature operational mission systems, advanced stealth materials, weapons integration capability, digital architecture ready for upgrades. That means the transition from test aircraft to operational asset is dramatically shorter. In a crisis, configuration timelines could shrink from years to months. That's strategic flexibility. And powerful deterrence. Digital engineering, the secret behind speed and budget. Control. One reason the B-21 program is progressing efficiently is digital engineering. Before physical construction began, engineers built the bomber in a fully virtual environment. Millions of simulations, thousands of stress tests, entire systems validated digitally before metal was cut. This allowed designers to identify flaws early, avoid costly rework, reduce redesign cycles, improve manufacturing efficiency. In an era where major defense programs often struggle with cost overruns, the B-21 has demonstrated disciplined execution. The estimated per aircraft cost, roughly $700 million in base year dollars, is dramatically lower than the B-2 program, which exceeded $2 billion per aircraft. And unlike the B-2 fleet of just 21 bombers, the Raider is planned for at least 100 aircraft, possibly more. Mass matters. Sixth-generation stealth. The B-2 pioneered stealth for the modern age, but it was designed in the 1980s. The Raider represents a generational leap, all-aspect stealth. Instead of focusing primarily on frontal radar reduction, the B-21 minimizes signatures from multiple angles. Improved materials. New coatings and composites are more durable and easier to maintain. Electromagnetic resilience. Designed to operate in dense electronic warfare environments without degrading performance. In recent high-altitude validation sorties, radar cross-section measurements confirmed that performance aligns with predictive modeling. The Raider isn't just stealthy, it's stealth-engineered for the 21st century threat environment. Open systems architecture, built to evolve. One of the most revolutionary aspects of the B-21 is its modular design. The B-20 Spirit relies heavily on proprietary systems. Upgrades require major redesigns. The Raider uses a modular open systems approach, MOSA. That means new sensors can be integrated quickly. Software updates improve capability over time. Advanced weapons can be added without redesigning the aircraft. This bomber isn't frozen in time. It's designed to evolve for 40 to 50 years. That adaptability may prove just as important as stealth itself, optionally manned and networked warfare. Initially, the B-21 will fly with 2 pilots, but it is designed with high levels of automation and autonomy. Future possibilities include reduced crew operations, advanced AI-assisted systems, potential unmanned configurations. Beyond that, the Raider is deeply integrated into Joint All-Domain Command and Control, JADC2. It is not just a bomb carrier. It is a networked sensor shooter node capable of sharing targeting data, receiving intelligence updates mid-mission, coordinating with fighters, satellites, naval forces, and ground units. It contributes to the battle space before it ever releases a weapon. Strategic role in the nuclear triad. The Raider plays a central role in modernizing the nuclear triad. America's strategic deterrence rests on 3 pillars: land-based ICBMs, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, air-delivered strategic bombers. The B-21 ensures the bomber leg remains credible. It will carry advanced long-range standoff weapons, including the LRSO cruise missile, as well as modernized gravity bombs. At the same time, it maintains robust conventional strike capability. This dual-role flexibility strengthens deterrence by giving national leaders more response options. Global reach and basing strategy. The first operational base for the Raider will be Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota. Additional operating locations will follow, including Whiteman Air Force Base and Dyess Air Force Base. Geographic distribution provides strategic redundancy, operational flexibility, enhanced survivability. Infrastructure projects are already underway. Hangars, maintenance facilities, training centers, the ecosystem required to sustain a next-generation bomber fleet is taking shape. Pilots are training in high-fidelity simulators built to replicate the Raider's systems in detail. When operational status is declared, crews will be ready. Replacing the old guard. By the 2030s and 2040s, the B-1 Lancer will retire. The B-2 Spirit fleet will gradually phase out. The B-52 Stratofortress will continue flying in upgraded form. The Raider becomes the backbone of America's penetrating strike force. And unlike the B-2's limited numbers, a larger Raider fleet enables sustained global presence, simultaneous multi-theater operations, reduced strain on individual airframes. Depth equals endurance. What it means for the future. The B-21 Raider represents more than a new aircraft. It represents faster acquisition cycles, digital-first engineering modular design philosophy, long-term strategic planning. 2 aircraft are flying today. More are in production. Operational capability is approaching faster than expected. In a world of rising geopolitical tension and advanced air defense networks, the ability to hold any target at risk, anywhere, anytime, remains central to deterrence. The Raider strengthens that promise. The B-21 Raider is not a distant future concept. It is flying, it is scaling, it is accelerating toward operational reality, built with sixth-generation stealth, engineered for open architecture upgrades, integrated into networked warfare, designed to serve for half a century. The B-2 defined stealth bombing for a generation. The Raider is preparing to define it for the next. And as more aircraft roll out of Palmdale, one thing becomes increasingly clear. America's next-generation bomber force isn't coming someday. It's arriving now.